Hmm.
Don't mind them too much. They do a good amount of work, though. It's just not everyone does like the death side of things. Most people are afraid of death in a way. You can understand why he has harder times.
Well, sorry. Out of character moment.
No, this is not an elf, though that would be hilarious.
Hey,
You thought
all I heard was two heads.
Yeah.
death it really isn't anything to fear. If you really think about it, without death, you couldn't have life. If
And
death didn't
that's
exist, life itself would just be an endless thing that would eventually get tedious, to be perfectly honest.
yes, stagnation I believe is the proper ideal from it, and I do agree with you. Though I still am more the faith of life than of death myself.
Yeah, it's the mortality of us in the end that makes life more enjoyable, in my opinion.
And she'll kind of nod and she'll just hand Ione the bag of various medicinal herbs.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Do you know where you're heading next? You said you were a traveling apothecary, right?
Yes, I was considering going to Gatesill to investigate something I've heard.
That ship, that strange ship that we saw parked out to the north when we came in, was that yours? Or rather, would it be
To,
more accurate to say,
uh,
did you come in on that ship?
yes,
Would you object to taking on two more stragglers if you're going to Gatesill next?
two stragglers. May I ask for some information?
Yes, well, I was intending to return back to the Temple of Isis there in Gatesill, and bringing Cuprum along as he is a protective fellow, a bit odd, and there have been talks of attacks and various assassination attempts in Gatesill, so having the extra protection there I was not objecting to.
Hmm. You say there was recent assassination attempts in Gatesill. That's interesting.
Yes, as I recall, it was an attempt was done on the Duke of Gatesill. I don't think there's been much more beyond that, but the entire town has been rather tense since then, from what some of the travelers coming through have said.
Hmm. Possibly just made someone angry. Nobles tend to do that.
Yes, that's my idea of it as well, but well, if you're heading there as well, I assume that ship can go a lot faster than we could travel by even horseback, especially through the forests.
Yes, it can. However, it's not purely up to me. While I do agree, my companions may have an objection. We should hear their opinion on the matter first.
Ah, yes, that sounds rather fair. Should we return to your two companions who were in the tavern still with my Cuprum?
Yes, we could discuss more details of your red travel arrangements there.
All right. And two of you, I don't see any reason to stop. Having an escort of another cleric who is decently well known in the tavern or the temple, it means you're not really gonna be bothered too much. Everyone assumes that she's already taking care of whatever you need. So you'll be able to leave without too much issues. And getting back to the tavern, oh, what have Azul, Shiki, and Cuprum been talking about at this point?
Hmm. Trying to think now.
Like, I know Azul would have gone through and would have explained a bunch of things, like the journey up to this point, recovering the airship, fixing it up, taking care of a dragon, finding a harpy. And he doesn't really seem to be too terribly surprised at any of these. Like, at least he doesn't show a lot of shock.
Hmm. He doesn't really show a lot of emotion, does he?
Most of them don't really show a lot of emotion. It's they're more logical than a lot of us. It can be boring at times and comforting at others.
Huh. Well, at least he's a good listener.
Yes, and I can do more than listen, but
That didn't mean anything. Again, bad.
oh, I did not take any offense from that.
Sorry, I'm not good at social stuff.
Eh, most of the most people of your skill rarely are.
Um, huh.
And
I,
Ione and
I,
Hope can walk in at any point now.
Okay.
Ah, it would appear your companion has returned.
I've already paid for some drinks. I'm not getting another one. Mine.
I would normally take you up on that offer. However, I do have business to discuss. I would like to present the possibility of taking these two with us to Gatesill. Would you be interested?
Would
Hmm.
we... Shiki, should we... I see no reason why we couldn't take them along. We'd...
Personally, I thought she was asking God for him. So.
Yeah, I wasn't... It was very not... It wasn't very positive, so I'm just going with... It was a question towards Shiki and Azul if they objected to it.
Well,
Taking them
Yeah.
along.
the ship's got the room if they don't mind sleeping in the crew cabin.
If you have no objections with that, then we have no problem taking you then.
I'm sure that would be a lot better than just... It'd be about the same as going on the other ship. It's just... And it won't take that long. I'd expect that ship probably can move pretty quickly.
Uh, with me in the engines, shouldn't take too long. Oh,
Not
so it's,
assuming perfect weather along the way, but
no, though it does depend. Azul, you're right doing the engines again. I'm working on something.
I can always work on the engines a little bit if you want me to.
Okay, yeah. Well, I just need you to make sure we're flying.
Well, I can do that easily enough, don't worry.
Okay.
Though I think if we weren't flying, we'd all know it pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I'll be straight down there and slapping you over the head and going, Why are we flying?"
So when were you...
I'm not actually gonna hit you.
Yeah, please don't. I don't like getting hit too much. Well,
Sorry, no,
I
not good to
say
this.
that. I did fight Lily the first time we met her, but... Well, not the first time, but... Anyway,
But
when were you two planning to leave? Actually, when were we planning to leave?
personally, I didn't see us staying the night. I,
I
I
believe we. I don't think we have a need to stay the night. We
no,
should
no, we
probably
don't.
head out.
That's the thing. I thought we literally gonna just drop the elf off and shoot back up.
Yeah. And Cuprum and Hope both look at each other and kind of nod. We don't. We're all ready to leave already. If you, we were just waiting for. We were just going to head out in the morning, so we had the full day's journey. Though, if you're ready to go out right now, then
Yeah, the ship kind of eliminates that. Bonk. Right. Okay. I'm done. Whoops. I just didn't. I didn't mean to put that on top of your head. Sorry.
don't worry about it. So,
I'm gonna just go and get the ship. Yeah, I should go.
Let's just get going.
yes, let us all get going. And Cuprum will stand up and grab a pack, and Hope will do the same since she already has a backpack on her. She already pretty much looks ready to go. So, to your ship then.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm going to move everyone back map-wise to the airship for the time being. Alright, and let's see if I actually have things more or less taken care of and are good. Because if I am, then this is good. If I don't... Yep, alright, so I got his token. And I got her token? Yes, I do. Okay.
All right. The tokens that will probably be there for only like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're probably going to be there for a little while. The 5 of you will all climb up onto the ship. Cassie's kind of been running around a little bit. Actually, no, Cassie would have been probably asleep. Sitting on the side of the ship, just kind of asleep, resting up against the ballistas, which Azul kind of motioned as they climb up onto the top decks, and she look over. Oh, oh, that reminds me. We did get the ballistas fixed again when you were taking care of the dragon, though we really shouldn't try to aim them back like I did against it.
Yeah, that
Well,
I'm actually amazed you managed to do that. I don't see where you could have stood.
Well, it was a very fun thing. One wayward jolt of wind probably could have sent me over the side, but um,
Yeah, we shouldn't do that. I think I'm gonna have to work on them to put like just points where they can't move anymore.
well, no, we already have those in there. I kind of somehow pushed it past them. We already put those points back in. Don't
Uh,
worry.
yeah, don't break my ballistas again. Hmm.
I won't break your ballistas again. Don't worry.
Yeah, I like my ship.
Um,
Maybe if we were to make it to where they came into the ship a little more for storage purposes, it might be a little bit better.
Uh, they seem to be a bit fixed.
Anyway, Beth will kind of look over. She'll come out of the. She's actually in the second mate's chambers there. She'll kind of look out as she hears voices on the ship. Ah, you're back. Travelers?
Yes, our
Apparently
next
acquaintances.
Hmm.
not
Yes.
mine, but we did agree to give him a hand, very least. We're
Uh,
heading to Gatesill. They're heading the same direction. Figured it simplifies things.
Gatesill. Yes, I know of Gatesill. Getting there shouldn't be that difficult. Do you intend to head out now?
Yep.
Well, yeah, might as well.
All right then. All right, you lazy deckhands, get up here and get ready to take off. And as she's yelling out across the ship, you can kind of hear there is a scramble down below decks as the three that she's hired all quickly scramble up there. Atagi will come along as well, and she'll kind of just direct the four of them to take up the various hands, making sure everything's going well down there. Azul will kind of. We should probably head down to make sure that everything's good down there to take off. I don't know if Fulgrim's really ready to have the ship take off yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna just make sure Kylie's doing okay as well when I'm down here.
All right. And as you head down there, you go up into the in a little hallway there where all the more lavish rooms are, and you can see that Carly is in there in a room, and she's probably torn up a second bed at some point with all
Uh,
the fluff that she's using to make the nest.
after Kylie,
You
you can't use everyone's bed to make a nest.
This wasn't somebody else's bed. I found it in some of the pile of supplies over there.
Oh, well, um, what, okay, go ahead then.
Are you done? Are we about to leave? I heard Veth yell out.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, we're going to Gatesill.
Right. Do you think I should go up there and keep watch? I should have the nest taken care of.
It's up to you. You can stay and guard your egg if you want. Though, I
Well, I
guess you do.
do need to keep my at least do something to help out and
Yeah, yeah,
everything
true,
here.
true.
And she'll
Alright,
kind
I'm
of
going to AFK a little bit to deal with whimper mutts. Give me a little bit.
all right, and she'll kind of go through. She'll like set the egg, the or a large egg, deep into this nest of fluff and cloth and everything else that makes up her bed. Make sure it's nice and taken care of.
Hmm.
Step out into the hallway, close the door behind her, and she'll head up
Oh,
to the little crow's nest, more or less, on the top of the or on the one spire thing to keep watch.
aren't you adorable?
I'm not that adorable.
It's pretty adorable.
It's not adorable.
It's not. You're a loving mother looking after your egg. It's adorable.
You don't meet many harpies.
No,
Feel lucky.
true.
And she'll just kind of continue up to keep watch. Yeah. Everything down there, Zul's already in the engine room. She's kind of instructing Fulgrim from the side and a bit more things. Before long, you have the ship up in the air and once again moving away from Crossroads and heading down towards Gatesill.
Okay. I guess in that case I'll do a bit of workshop stuff.
All right. So what do you intend to do in workshop stuff?
I am working on the gun still.
All right.
So I've been mostly working on the barrel.
All right. So to get
Because it's 500 the actual total cost in the end.
I think if I remember speeds correctly, this is either going to take 6 hours or 12 hours for you to get there. I had the page
Oh,
up.
really?
It
Huh.
will take, oh, actually more than 12. So it'll take 14 hours.
And I've been working on it in certain intervals here and there as well.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to worry about having you roll right now. I'll have you and Jeebs roll together because Lily's and whole thing was she's going to be working on her sword like this entire time. So I'm
Eh,
probably just going to have the two of you roll at the same time so you do the
yeah,
same
but
number of
Jeeves in
rolls.
here.
Yeah, so I'm going to have you both roll later on because you're not going to need it right now. I don't
Oh,
figure.
y-
I'm sorry.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fine. Don't let me have a new gun to swing about in
All
Gatesville.
right, all
Okay.
right. Roll 3 tinkering checks.
I'm gonna do it. Wow, I'm gonna win.
You probably should
Okay.
at some point, to be perfectly honest, Risu. Um, oh, nice check.
Um. Yep. Okay.
Granted, you have very nice mods, so that kind of helps.
Yep.
All right. With those 3 checks, oof, let me. All right. Yeah, those 3 checks, you're definitely going to make good progress this time. There's nothing really you're running into that will hinder you, that will kind of backfire. I don't remember if I already made you pay the cost for this yet, did I?
Not yet.
All
So
right. So I'm going to say with that, you're going to only have to pay 350 gold for
okay.
supplies.
I've already spoken to G's about it before, and we're pretty much good on the older
Yep.
350. You say?
Yeah, 350 for the supplies. You will get the revolver. It's pretty much as you said there, though keep in mind it will not do magical damage and it has no +1.
Yep. That's fine. I
So
can
it's
see to that some other
probably,
time.
yeah, so you can work on it on your own time, and in the meanwhile, it's probably not a bad idea to keep the surgeon on you.
Oh yeah. I'm always gonna keep surgeon on me.
Yeah. All right. Um, so you'll probably work for a good, I'm going to say a good 6 hours at first, then you're going to get 8 hours of sleep, and you're going to continue working on it. Sound
Mhm.
reasonable?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. Ione, I don't think Ione would be doing too much aside from categorizing the herbs she's had. Hope and Cuprum will kind of just try to stay out of the crew's way as best as they can. Um, and your passage to Gatesill is mostly calm. There are a few rough winds at times, though nothing that's really obscene, like the ship might get tossed to the side a bit at one point or another, but it's nothing too obscene, and once you bring the ship down a little lower, you tend to get away from that turbulence. Beth
Okay.
doing a remarkably decent job of flying an airship, considering that nobody else really has an airship license. And before long, let me move everyone properly over to map with actual map. For too long, everyone. What am I? Oh, yeah, I'm on this map. You're going to be able to end up back in Gatesill again. I got to actually restore the Gatesill map now. Uh, and let's move you off to the Gatesill map. So are you intending to go in close to parking Gatesill? All these tokens don't exist anymore. Oop, I gotta go down here and delete these from there. Yep. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So are you intending to set down like north of Gatesill out of the way? Are you planning to be like do what you did at Crossroads?
Yeah, we're placed down somewhere somewhat close, but obviously not on the sea.
All right, so you'll probably try to set down, and Azul will come up and kind of direct Veth on where to park down. And you sit down in this little alcove. It's kind of like there's a cave hanging over it a little bit. It's kind of secluded. It's not perfectly big enough to fit the ship, so you do need to, like, you're a little off center of it, though. Kind of nestled back a little bit in this alcove hanging over. So you're a little protected from the skies above, though not too much. Getting back out, you're gonna have to like take some care to get back out to not like ram through a bunch of trees and everything else. But you got in there without any troubles.
Okay.
And as you hop out and like climbing down to the ground, Azul will kind of motion over to the corner where you see there's like a little magic circle inscribed on the ground. That there is a ley line point. We could use the apparatus to go to a few other points from there.
Oh, is it okay? Ley line point?
Yeah, like the apparatus that's it's like a magical circuit pretty much throughout the entire world, and the apparatus can travel through it like it was a river, and it can get you places really quickly. Like you could go hundreds of miles in a minute or two.
Huh. Was that wait?
We don't really know exactly why it works. It's something Arashi made, and we don't understand it. And he's not really good at explaining, even if he wants to.
Hmm. It. Wait. So wait. He made these even though he's from.
He made the apparatus which can use them. The ley lines were already in the world.
Huh. This
They were in
he's.
the old world as well. The ley lines.
Huh. This is he's quite the inventor.
He's a lunatic.
Yeah. Sounds it.
Anyway, we should. It's been a while since I've been around Gatesill. This is actually where I first met Lily and at least the first group, and Cassidy as well. I don't think she'll really want to go in. She's content to be out here in the woods.
Yeah. She seemed to be a bit resistant when we brought it up.
And as you say that, you feel a mug of ale hit your head. It is empty at the moment. You will take 2 bludgeoning damage, and you'll see Cassidy looking over the side of the ship. I can hear that, you know.
But you could just shout it and not hit me.
I could have, and crap, now I gotta come down to get my bug.
No, I'll chuck it up.
Alright.
Because I'm nice like.
Roll
Because
range
I'm nice
attack
like
roll.
that. Good, because I'm nice like that.
Yeah, roll a range attack roll. Alright. With that roll, let's see.
Oh, sure, we can just use the surgeon. No, that was from me testing stuff.
Yeah, roll a range attack.
Is it just one of the blank spots on it?
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to do that. Yeah, with that attack roll, you're definitely gonna be able to. You draw the mug back, you chuck it right up to the ship, and Cassie she catches it barely, and she kind of staggers backwards a bit, and she'll call back, "Thank you."
Ow, my head.
Sorry, I'm sorry. And by this time, you'll like Hope and Cuprum both come down as well. As she just looks around, you have a rather lively group here.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we go into the town?
Sure. Just checking these two. Oh crap! I haven't got bullets for him. Well, better just keep him away for the moment. Yeah, I'm good. So, I don't have bullets for one of my guns.
You can make some later. I don't think we'll run into any trouble here.
But then, okay, fine.
If we do, I'm sure the surgeon can handle anything.
But my new one is pretty.
It is very pretty. Now come on, let's go.
I'm back.
And welcome back. You've landed in Gatesill. You're about at the point where the apparatus's ley line entrance point is. Like the ship landed probably 100 feet off of that.
Okay.
Everyone's gathering to go in. So pretty much right now it's going to be Azul, Shiki, Hope, Cuprum, and I'm expecting Ione is going to want to go in as well.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And you come down to the town. The little circus there is not still going on, but I don't feel like taking it off the map right now, so sue me.
Okay.
You'll enter in through the red district again first. Azul will stop for a moment as she tries to remember the exact layout of the town, and she'll look over to Hope. You said you were going to the Temple of Isis. That's in one of the northern islands, isn't it? And Hope will nod. Where do the rest of us want to go?
What I'm looking for is information regarding what we found on the ship originally. So
Oh,
perhaps a leader of a town might have that information.
Azul will stop and think for a moment. Hmm.
Hmm.
Let's try the mages college first. I think I know there were two mage schools in this town. I think it was a divination and illusion. I didn't actually visit them, but I did hear about them.
Well, if I had to make a call on to which one would have more information regarding that, I would assume it would be divination.
Yeah, and hope not. Yes, if you're looking for information, that'd probably be the best place to look for around here. Um, anyway, thank you for the trip here. We're just gonna go check out the Temple of Isis now, and she'll kind
Maybe
of
we'll see you around.
yep, and she'll kind of just bow and head off in that direction, and Cupram will like pull his hood down a little bit more, not as well as the group, and follow her.
All
Oh,
right.
all right. See you later.
Um, go ahead and roll insight checks, both of you.
Yeah. Oh. Phew.
Good insight rolls all around, though. Alright, since both of you beat the DC very handily, you both notice that the mood in the town seems a bit somber, a bit apprehensive. Like you can see, like Shiki, you can notice right away that you are getting a number of looks. The looks seem to be mostly directed at your tail, as like Azul only having her one visible at most
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
There's nothing else really beyond that with in regards to the looks you're getting, but just the mood of the town seems rather just somber and cautious. Like a lot of the town is on edge.
Did
They're
we,
not welcoming of outsiders. That's
You
to be
don't you
expected.
with those insight rolls, you don't feel like that's the reason. You don't feel like it's just that you're outsiders. You feel that it's more than that,
Oh
and
no,
that
it's
it's
probably
not
has to be
exactly directed at
assassination.
you.
should I don't think we do you think it was a good idea us actually coming here? Something seems to be going on.
For now, let's just continue our investigation. What I'm investigating is much greater scale than what this town most likely is aware of.
All right, and you're actually heading off to the divination college then.
Yes.
Apparently so.
All right. As you decide to do that, Azul will like offer to kind of lead you there, since she has a pretty good idea of where it is. I actually don't remember what building it is. It's one of these two. This
I
one or
think it
this one. I
was
think it's the lower
the
one is the
lower.
divination, because the illusion should have had the two wings with Zook and Rin, each in their own wing and pranking the others constantly.
If you
Yeah,
say
That
so.
sounds right. So it's in the lower building there. You'll come up. Like walking through the town, you still get like it's not so much stares at you. It's just that people seem to be just a lot more cautious of everything, and they're kind of just wary overall. There's like obviously a tense atmosphere in the air. Like you could almost, it's not. It's kind of like the calm before a storm in a way.
Well,
You'll eventually get up to the divination school though.
Mhm.
Um, I forget what the guardian I had here was. I think it was just the secretary woman at the front. That sounds right. But the three of you walk up, you'll see this little secretary woman. It's a half elf. She's kind of just flipping through a book right now. She sees the group of you walk up. Oh, hello. What are you all doing here?
I came here with my companions seeking information regarding something I encountered on a map. Some kind of warning.
But Azul, what are we doing here?
Well, we kind of want to look into those god beasts while we're here, and I kind of want to question myself about that spell book, but I don't know if anyone have any information on it.
Hmm. Okay. Go ahead. Don't listen to
Well,
me.
well, if you're here because of knowledge, I suppose I can't stop you. Classes are done for the season temporarily, but I do believe the head instructor is still milling around his office, doing all sorts of crazy experiments and proclaiming very odd things that he's seen and foreseen, and
Can
Sounds-
he
you
was
direct
not.
us to his office?
Yes, it's just
Sounds
go
just
down the
like
hall
Runeheim.
and to the left.
Thank you.
It sounds just like Runeheim, just smaller.
It probably is, as Will mentioned, and two of you kind of head off and towards the left, and you'll find there's an open room in there, and going inside, you'll see that there's an elderly man, a very long, magnificent beard. Like, this beard would make dwarves jealous. It is that long and that magnificent, and he's just kind of, he's not looking towards the door right now, he's got huge bookshelves behind his desk there, and he's just kind of milling through them, pulling one out as he kind of flips through it, trying to decide something. He'll put it back, he'll go to the other, and he just doesn't notice the party at all.
All right.
Cut it, cut it, cut it.
No,
cut
no,
it,
no.
cut it,
What
cut it,
Ion's going
cut
to
it.
do is she's going to sneak up to the bookcase, and knock on it.
And when you knock on it, this man jumps. And he jumps a lot higher than you expect a human male in his, like, 70s or maybe older to be able to do. You know, kind of just land back on his feet, and he's got his hand against his chest. He looks over. What? Oh, I have company? Hello there. What